This podcast is part of the Pull Up a Chair podcast network. Let's build community through connection, conversation, and collaboration. This podcast is sponsored by Lever Consulting, editing with a purpose. Check them out at leverconsulting.com for a free consultation. Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Scooter. Thanks for pulling up a chair with us.
We are not experts on any of these topics, but we are hoping to spark something.
Like an idea, a conversation, or even a revelation.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Let's talk about stuff.
You can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Oh, hopefully that doesn't get copyrighted.
Oh. I didn't sing it very well, so it should be okay.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay.
Sounded better.
Then what?
I'm not going to say what it is.
Oh, then the original? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Well, welcome, human, other animals, androids, aliens.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah. Someone decided to, just keep the motorcycle right outside the window right
happens.
now. Yeah.
As soon as we press record.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty standard for anything that we do, for our live streams.
Feels like it.
Our broadcasts, which kind of are synonymous, but in our podcasts and all that stuff.
It's okay. It's gone now.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Okay.
It always does. Okay, put down the pen, Scooter. All right. Clicky man. Well, welcome, everyone. Across from me is Sarah, as always.
Yes, that's me. Across from me is Scooter /
me.
Scooter.
Yeah. It's me.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I sit here and talk about things, and nobody listens. That's fine.
That's not true.
That's just called being a parent, I think.
Well, yeah.
So, what have we been up to? What have you been up to?
Life.
It's only been a week since the last broadcast.
Yes. It's been another crazy week. I don't think I've ever had, I've had a couple, it's been okay week. But man, lately it's just been like, pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys know us personally, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I want to say we're at the mellow end of the summer, but we still have a few more things to get through.
Like 5.
Yeah, I said mellow end.
I know, and we're talking by next month.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, we're scheduled humans, so if you want to hang out with us, let us know.
Yeah.
We will definitely make time. That's how we always do it.
But first, we must start off with some good things. Good thing!
Oh.
Good thing.
Yes.
You want to go first?
Yeah,
you want me to
I'm
go
trying
first?
to, but I'm still tasting nachos in my burp.
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I can go first and then maybe piggyback off of yours because my list is very dumb. Well, not dumb, but it's very self-centered.
Oh, that's fine. Mine too.
So, Prime Day came and went.
Yeah.
So, I got a new Echo, new Dot. Was setting those up in the house today. Super easy, super fun. That was about it. I've been messing with gadgets for the last couple hours. That was my good thing there. Yeah, did a little bit of traveling. Got to see some people.
Yes.
A lot of people. And yeah, you might say something to that effect too.
Yeah, that's part of my shout-outs. Not my good. I mean, it was a good thing, but it's part of my shout-out.
Yeah, I got to meet some people that, well, at least one person that I didn't even think existed.
Yeah.
And we'll get there.
Yes.
I think we'll get there in the shout-outs at the end.
Yes. So my good thing was we booked our tickets for some upcoming travel. We're going to go see some people at the end of this month and then the end of August. And then CJ's supposed to go see, our son's supposed to go see my grandpa at some point before school starts in a couple weeks. So that's
his grandpa.
His grandpa, yeah. Not my grandpa. His grandpa, yes. And then big things are happening at work. I'm not going to say specifically what they are, but they're big and they're awesome and they're super exciting.
I swallowed a frog.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that in, people. Yeah, some big things are definitely happening for her career and her business. Once they're in fruition,
Yeah.
we will say more. And same thing on everybody's side. You know, when there's a lot of things in the works.
Yes.
So when those announcements come, the cool thing is that they're actually happening.
Yes.
So that's super exciting. We'll be making some announcements on quite a few things soon.
Super excited
It'll be
about
super
that.
fun.
Yes. But for now, let's get down to business.
Okay.
Bonus round. To defeat. Oh,
All right. I think I got rid of the frog.
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is a new segment, new thing that we're doing. Instead of putting together a subject or a topic that we come up with, or you guys come up with, we're doing random questions. So we're calling it bonus round. So every once in a while, we're going to do this.
Yes.
The way we do it is I put a bunch of cards together called bonus round, and we're going to draw 5 each, and we're going to play it kind of like draw poker at the beginning. We're going to look at them. If we don't like what we see, we can draw back up to 5 new cards.
Have these been shuffled?
Does it matter?
Yeah, because I don't know. I guess not.
Because they're not in order. You don't even know what's on them.
That's true.
So they don't need to be shuffled. And then we're going to pick 3 questions on each from each of our hands and ask each other those questions. And we're going to just chat for a little bit. Some of them are random. Some of them are a little bit more in depth. But yeah, let's go from there.
Do we want? Are we? I didn't. You maybe said this. Are we reading the 5 to say what they are and then picking 3?
I don't think so.
Okay, just read it to yourselves.
Yeah, read it to yourself. That way we can go from there.
Okay.
So here we go. I'm looking at, and yeah, we'll go from there. There are not going to be any similar questions to my last podcast, because I did change out all the questions.
Okay.
So.
Oh my gosh.
So. Nope. So this is what they call dead air, Sarah.
That's why I said you want me to read it, because mine aren't good. Okay, and I can put some back, right?
What you draw? Yeah, you made up that rule last time.
I don't remember.
Okay. So, were you listening to
I
me?
need a lifeline.
No, you're doing it like draw poker, right?
Okay.
5-card draw. So you can throw away as many as you want, but you have to keep the ones that you just drew.
Okay, I can do this. Okay, are you keeping all yours?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you, so there's not dead air.
Oh, I see what you're
and then
saying.
you can start asking a question while I go through my cards.
Okay, that's really smart. I feel like we should have done this before we started.
Yeah, but we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Because she's going to take a long time. But
Nope. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm ready. I have my 3.
You have your 3.
I have them. What
Okay. Why don't you take a card?
Okay.
Ask the question, and you answer it while I go through my cards.
Okay, this is a good one. What is one concept you cannot understand no matter how hard you try? NFTs. I don't know how many times Scooter has explained it to me. I don't get it. I'm not sure I'll ever get it. I've looked it up. I've seen other people's NFTs. I've almost bought one, but I don't understand why I would buy one because I don't know what it is. But everything says you should have one. I'm not sure anyone will ever make me understand, because Scooter has broken it down literally like 2nd grade comprehension, and I still don't understand why I would want one.
Okay. So go back to the question.
What is one concept you cannot understand no matter how hard you try?
Cannot understand. Do we want to still talk about NFTs?
Yes.
Or?
I mean, not like your level of...
No, not my level. It's not about level. It's whether you... that's another, a strong opinion I have about it. And my strong opinion is not saying go get NFTs or don't get NFTs. My strong opinion is they're not going away.
Right.
So, love them, hate them, fight them, be obsessed with them. That's up to you. But just know that they're there. They exist.
Yes.
Whether
but I
you
can't
think they
even
are
be any of those things because I don't get it.
So, I mean, you can look into it. If you're interested, look into it. I don't... Every time I explain it, I feel like I lose the idea of what it is. No. But realistically, I look at it as... I think the simplest I can put it is it's a piece of software, whether it be art, whatever. It's a piece of software that you are the only person that owns that version of software.
Yes.
That's it. And how they do it is they put some programming in that software that is directly attached to your account.
Right.
You have to make the account. It's attached to your account.
Okay.
So, can it be stolen? Can it be lost? Absolutely. Just like anything out there. But think of it that way, as a piece of software that you own. And you're the only one that owns that specific version of that software.
But some of them, like, you don't really do anything with them.
No, it's still just a piece of software. I mean, some of them are pictures. They're randomized pictures. Now you can go more in depth.
Right, I know.
If you'd like. But that's the simplest way to put it that I could look at it is, yes, some of it's... But if you pull up a JPEG, that's still a piece of software.
Right.
It's a piece of software.
Yeah.
That's it. It's break it down. It's all the way down to ones and zeros. That's all it is. Okay. If you're looking at it on your screen, it's a series of ones and zeros. That's it.
Yeah.
Now there's some ones and zeros in there that are in a specific order that connect it to you. That's it. That's as simple as I can put it.
Okay. What's yours?
What's your
one concept you cannot understand no matter how hard you try?
That's so hard for me because a concept, that's just such a broad question.
You put it in here.
Yeah, I know. I put it in there so we'd have to think about it and talk about it. The concept of...
Besides time.
But I understand it. That's not that I
agree.
It said you don't understand, right?
Right.
Is that what it's saying?
So you're saying you understand everything?
No. But the things that I don't understand, I was like, I don't really care to try and grasp it. I'd say this: vacuums.
Okay. I need you to be more specific on this.
Not a vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
But a vacuum, like something that has the absence of air, confuses me.
Okay. Because
if there's no air inside, there's nothing inside of there, there's got to be something.
Right.
So that'd probably be it. Like vacuums.
Yeah. I could see you doing a thesis paper on vacuums.
Yeah, because there's a room and it literally is supposed to have it's a vacuum with no air.
Right.
Now that doesn't mean that I can't look it up and probably figure it out, but my basic understanding of basic physics. I don't know. That one I can't grasp. Is vacuums.
All right. So wait, so I'm asking another question, or are you going to ask the question?
I'm going to pick one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm down to 3 cards, so let's look at this way. Okay. How do we know you are not a robot?
Ooh. That's good. Because I have been called a robot multiple times in my life. This is the discharge pile.
No, give me the card you used.
Oh, the ones I used. This one.
There you go.
How do I know that you're not a robot? That's hard because you can make robots cry. Like, I feel like you can make robots so similar to humans that how do you know?
But how do you... I mean, let's just go the simplest of the question if you want to go that far. How do we know you are not a robot? So you could be in a more broad sense, or could we be talking about you specifically?
That's true.
Because if you were a robot, would you know?
I know how to know I'm not a robot. I forget friggin' everything. A robot man will remember so many things and be on time.
Not if it's in their programming. Not if it's in.
I feel like you can't make a robot. I feel like that would go against robot programming too. Because then what's the point of robot? If you're gonna forget things and be late.
To be more human-like, to take over like infiltrators.
I don't think I'm a robot though. I break pretty easy.
But how would we know?
Yeah.
You're saying your forgetfulness?
I'm flawed. I feel like I have a lot of flaws. It makes me human.
When you're using your computer, has it ever froze up on you?
Yes.
All right. Ever just stopped working?
Yes.
In some way, like a light didn't turn on, or the mouse is not connected, or...
Yeah.
All right.
So you're just talking me into being a robot.
No, I'm challenging you because if I'm going to be trying to see if you're a robot or not, what would I ask you?
Oh, man, that's hard. I know I'm not a robot. Because on those little tests that says you're not a robot, I can click the button that says I'm not. And I can figure out all the crosswalk pictures.
I'm obviously a robot.
See? That's my test.
Because I get so frustrated. I was like, there's a little corner of a traffic light. Do I click that box or not?
Only a robot would say that.
Because it's a traffic light.
See? You're thinking it's a trap because if I don't click it, then it's a traffic light. But if I do click it, then I'm a robot.
Yeah, see.
So
that's how we know. Is because you're forgetful, or you could just pass the test.
I could pass the test.
That was built by humans.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I feel like if we could take a robot, an AI, to build a test for other robots, that's, I think, where we could really find out some things.
That's a deep rabbit hole right there.
No.
What about sense of humor? Like an actual sense of humor to find things funny. Because, like, we have some electronics that can tell jokes, and they're pretty funny. But they pull the jokes from somewhere else, obviously. Who doesn't? But to find certain things funny, I feel like that makes me not a robot.
Yeah, but it's, again, it's to simulate, because we don't know if we can feel that an animal is sad. You can think that they're sad, but maybe they're not. Right. We don't know.
That's true.
We know our expressions.
Yeah.
But if you could have something mimic our expressions to the T, tears, everything, and just, because you can't tell... I can't tell you that you're sad.
Right.
Only you would know that.
It's very true.
Right? I can't tell you that you think it's funny.
Right.
You could just be laughing.
Right. And still might not think it's funny.
And still not think it's funny.
Yeah.
So.
That's a hard one. I don't like that one.
Well, you chose it.
No, you chose it.
Oh, that's right.
I had to answer it.
All right.
All right.
But I feel like that. Are we both answering it or just... Yeah. I think we did.
We just did, yeah.
I feel like we did.
Okay. If people suddenly got paid for bad behavior, what habit would make you a fortune?
Ooh. If people suddenly got paid for bad behavior, what habit would make you a fortune? Mm-hmm. I think that would be... That's hard to explain, because what is societal bad behavior? Okay, let's just think of what I tell you is a bad behavior. Go with what I tell you. Stop doing that. Like what? About you, it would make you a fortune? Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Let's see. I would say I guess I don't know if it's a bad behavior, but your bluntness would make you a fortune. But how is that again, yes, to many people. Yes. Probably 95%. Majority, right. Yeah, you're right. That makes it a bad behavior. When 95% of the people think it's a bad behavior, that makes it a bad behavior. Yes. Yes. That is true. So yeah, my being crass. Yes. Is it crass or just blunt? It's blunt. It's just blunt. Bold. Not bold, just blunt. We're gonna go blunt. All right. I would make a fortune because I'm blunt. Yes. I also look like, hey, if you want my opinion. But even when people don't want your opinion, you're still that way. That's my favorite. Your ability to make people cry through your words. Yeah. And it's most of the time it's unintentional. Yes. Sometimes it's intentional. I do agree with that too. So yeah. What's mine? I'm hung up on the bad behavior. Like, what's bad behavior? Again, it's things that you come to me and you're like, this is really annoying. I wish you would stop doing that. I'm like, I'm going to work on that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Pick up your crap. I know. Like, you leave stuff everywhere. Facts. Like, I don't know how you can get one pair of socks to be in 4 rooms. I was like, there's only 2 socks, but somehow she can find a way to get one pair of socks. That's 2 socks.
Yes.
Somehow you can get them in 4 rooms.
Yes. Okay, here's the funny thing. I was going to say that my scatterbrainness, because I literally will pick up the socks to go take them somewhere else, like to go put them away, and then I get distracted and take them with me to the next room, leave them, come back later to pick them up, to go take them where they need to go, and then leave them somewhere else again.
Hence why they're in 4 rooms.
Right. So, like, my scatterbrainness is off the charts. That would make me a fortune.
That doesn't, I mean, but I don't know about that being a bad behavior.
It is a bad behavior.
I don't know. Maybe that's a trait or a personality trait that you're working on, but that's not a behavior. A behavior is doing something.
Yeah.
I'd say your behavior would be leaving crap everywhere where it's not supposed to be.
All right. That's fair.
Because if you even think about touching my keys, they're gone.
Yeah. I think I was on the car earlier. Okay.
I hung them up.
I was just looking at like, I didn't put them away. They're on the bar.
I know. I found them and I hung them up. But but I think that's, I mean, it's not that frustrating to me. It like happened like once or maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. I'll get frustrated because it's that one moment where I need it right then. And I'll go,
it's not where it should be.
Where's my debit card? Oh, yeah. Well, I did that. It's in my purse. Then you go in your purse. Oh, no, it's in my wallet, which is not in my purse. I'm like, oh, my goodness. Nope, hold on. I put it in my jeans.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow. And all those things are true. Here's the funny thing. They did go in her purse, but then they put her in her wallet. And then she took the wallet out, and then she'd take the ID, her ID, and just the debit card, and then put it in her pants.
Yes. So I don't take my wallet with me or my purse. I
mean, again.
Yes.
I had one debit card that's in 3 places at the same time.
Yes.
It's like it's Schrodinger's debit card.
All right, I agree with that. Very much so. Yeah.
So.
All right.
I don't know. Again, bad behavior. That's not bad behavior.
It is.
Okay. Next one. What word do you use most often? And not the or is or a.
I think I have 3. Could I do 3 words?
I guess.
Because it's about equal. Dude, homie, G's. Those I think are my 3 biggest words that I say way too often. Yeah.
I can see that.
Because everyone's a dude or a homie, no matter who you are. And then when I don't do like wow or oh my gosh, and I was like, geez, that's crazy. Geez. Geez is everything. Yours?
That I use, what did I say? Most often. It fluctuates depending on what I'm into at that point.
That's true.
I think so. It does change like every probably 6 months or something.
Yeah.
I think recently it's been shoot. Oh, shoot.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I've been saying that, and I've also been going stupid.
Yeah.
I've been saying that a lot lately, and it's in like the context of when somebody makes a good joke.
Yeah.
Or something's funny. It's like, you're stupid. I've been saying that a little bit more than I used to. I have been noticing that I've been gussing more often.
Yeah.
Which is the... And so I don't know if that counts as a word, but I have been doing that more often, and I've been trying to pull that one back.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because for one, it doesn't record well. You're like, was that a...
Just did it like 8 times.
Well, sometimes it sounds like almost like the clicking of... It sounds like when you plug a cable in.
Yeah.
That little tiny hiss of electronics.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sounds like that, so I've been really trying to pull back on that. But I'd say those are my 3. Those are 3.
Yeah.
The Gus.
I was going to say, was gonna. Never did nothing.
I haven't been doing that as much lately because I don't have to say the whole phrase anymore.
Okay, then gonna.
I go, was gonna.
Yeah, that's, I think.
Because I have a saying, and it's probably said it on here before, is was gonna, never did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our children hate it.
Yeah. So now when somebody comes down and go, well, I go, was gonna.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. Huh. Yeah. You gussed a couple times.
Yeah. That's funny.
So yeah,
that is
I have been saying was gonna more often.
All right, my last question. What are your must-have qualities in a best friend?
Oh, this could go.
So if he's about to describe you, congratulations. And if not, you're
Best
not his best friend.
qualities.
Just kidding.
And a best friend.
You can do this.
Blunt. For me, being blunt to me. Mm-hmm. And you say blunt is kind of a bad behavior. Yes, it is. But not to your best friend.
Okay.
Because I think your best friend, that's why they're your best friend. So they can be blunt. And go, hey, those don't look good on you. Try something different. Or it was like, hey, what you're doing right now is probably not good for you. That's what a good best friend is. Now, to get to that point, you can't just be that and then put there. So you have to be very honest.
Okay.
And I mean, and you got to be able to own up when you F up.
Yeah.
Not be, what do they call it? Not be high maintenance.
Yeah, that's a big one for us.
I just feel like a best friend is not high maintenance.
I agree.
When they hang out in a room with you, you could be talking for 3 hours, or you could sit next to each other or in the same room with each other for 3 hours and not say a word.
Right.
You feed off each other's vibe,
Yeah.
I guess, and whatever is going on in the moment. They're aware of your situation,
Yeah.
but don't have to ask you about it.
Yes.
Don't have to, they're not prying for information.
Yes.
They know that you'll get it. It's like when somebody's feeling sad and you just kind of sit down next to them.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need the hug, but it's kind of those people that have been around for a while that understand what that need is in that moment. And even if they screw it up, it doesn't make you nervous or weird.
Right.
Those kind of things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty good. I like the ones who show up when it counts and show up when it doesn't count. If that makes sense. Like the ones who are they're just there. In the moments when you're like, I don't even have to ask you, you just know that I need you to be there and you're there. I like those people.
They show up.
Yeah.
And when, not just for the fun parties.
Right.
They show up when it's tough.
Yeah.
Like, you're moving.
Yeah.
Now, even if you hired a bunch of movers.
Right.
They still show up and say, hey, is there anything we can do? Can I buy you some pizza? Or,
Yes.
They show up.
Yes.
And in the really good times when you're putting on an event or something like that, they find a way to show up and support you.
Yeah. I like people, for me, best friend is like, we always plan to do something and we never do it. We're never mad that we never do it. And we just keep continuing to plan something to go do together. And like, what we're going to do? We're going to go do this. And the next time, we're going to go do this. To me, and that's such a weird quality, but that's like the best friends that I have right now in life. We always plan to do things. And like 98% of the things we never do. But we always enjoy planning it.
Yeah, because you want to do stuff with other people, but it just doesn't pan out.
Because no one ever says no. They're always like, we should do that. No one's ever like, I don't want to. I'm like, oh, that's okay.
Well, then we're not best friends.
Exactly.
We're not, But let's put it on that side too. Let's look at it that way. What if you say, hey, I really want to go golfing. Let's go golfing. And they hate golfing.
They'll still go.
Do they? Or what if they say, hey, can we do something else? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
But
I think so.
Those are best friends to me.
I don't have a best friend who wouldn't go golfing with me. And nobody golfs.
I understand that. I'm just saying
I agree.
And maybe that was a bad example, but it was one of those things of you still go.
Right.
And you still have a good time because you're with your best friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Even
of course, always the whole, we never have to talk every single day, every single week, every single month.
That's a big one. The high maintenance thing. Like, if I don't talk to you for a couple months, that doesn't mean we're not best friends.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to find time. And Sarah and I, over the last 10 years, we will come visit you. Like, if you're our best friend, no matter where you're at.
Yeah. We're going to come find you.
Yeah, we'll come visit you.
Yes.
We have some really good friends of ours that we're going to go visit in Atlanta.
Yeah, we are. Super excited.
Next month. Something like that. Month and a half.
Yeah.
In about a month and a half. Why not?
Right.
I mean, in the scheme of everything out there, you'll find $500 to buy a new Xbox.
Right.
Will you find that $500 to go visit your best friend?
Right. Fact.
And it's that whole thing like, was gonna, never did nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you talk about, well, I just don't have the time, I don't have the money. I was like, no, it's just not a priority to you. We talk about that a lot. I was like, look at how much money you spend in a month on stuff that you don't need.
Yeah.
That you just want. And how many trips that year, if you did that monthly, you could take.
Yes.
I just choked on something.
I know, I heard it. Oh, here's the frog. I must say, too, like, for me, because I'm not a big hugger, so, like, my best friend knows when to hug and when not to hug. And then, you know what I mean? Like, there's a moment. Like, they know that about me of, like, this isn't a huggable moment. I'm not a huge hugger, but...
What's funny is I'm not either.
Yeah.
But I give off for some sort of reason, I give off this vibe that I am.
Could look like a teddy bear.
You're saying I'm doughy.
No, I didn't say fluff. Doughy. Bears aren't full of fluff. They're mean.
Teddy bears. Teddy bears aren't. Well, the new Pooh.
Yeah.
The new Winnie the Pooh. I'm the new Winnie the Pooh.
No. That was weird.
It looked interesting to me. But
yes, you give off the vibe that you're a big teddy bear. To people who know you. You don't smile about people who don't know you. So, but people who know you, everyone sees you and you're always smiling. So they're like, oh, that's a hugger.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, most of the people that know the new me, pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
There's only a few people that have been around for, I only keep a few homies close.
Homies.
You know, but some of my friends from like, let's say 20 years ago, those kind of things, they kind of know that like, Scooter's come a long way. I can hug him because I know he doesn't like it all the time. I'm going to do it just to make him mad because he gets frustrated. And I enjoy that. I do. I like, those are my best friends. Those best friends that'll push my buttons just because they know what my buttons are.
That's good.
And they do it just to go.
I've got one more. You have to be able to, one, laugh a lot at like really stupid things because that's life. And then people who enjoy getting up and dancing and like being okay with being silly around other people.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Being able to laugh at yourself and enjoy yourself. Like you have to be able, that has to be a thing. Because I'm not a big people person. I'm a decently big introvert. But I do like to go like out, dance, and pretend I like the karaoke. But like watch other people do karaoke and go do things.
So talk about like laughing at yourself. If you're okay, how do I double negative? You have to be the person. For me, to be a best friend, you have to be the type of person that when you're walking in a parking lot or down a hallway and you slip and you look silly and you look up because you wanted somebody to see that because it was so funny.
Yes.
Like, that's my type of person.
I agree.
Because how many times have I acted a fool of myself and something happened? I was like, there's no way I can explain this to someone. I wish somebody would have seen this because this is hilarious.
Yes.
I'm laying on the ground. Somebody should have saw this.
Agreed.
Because this was funny.
Yes.
I feel like you need to be that person. And I think once you get to be that person, because I think that comes with growth too. I think when you're younger, I don't say younger, but I don't like doing age stuff, but I say less mature.
That's good. Yeah.
Or whatever. You have a tendency to like hide your quirks.
Right.
And you're like embarrassed of them, and yet everybody has them.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's good. All right, you have one more question.
Oh, I do. Yeah, let's put those up there. Are they all up here?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't have any more.
What? See, I just guessed.
No.
What is something that characters do in movies that annoys you the most?
Oh, that's good. What is something? Movies? So I get really annoyed, especially for females, where they're wearing light colored clothes and they never get dirty. I know that's not on them, but that drives me insane.
That's a character. I mean,
like you just rolled around in mud and for some reason nothing's out of place. Your makeup's still good. Your clothes are still white. I don't understand that. I think it's so stupid.
Yes. Let's go on the female side of that. Why, when, let's say it's an action scene of any sort, males normally have short hair or it's tied up in a ponytail or something like that. Yet the female's hair, if they're white or ebony hair, it's flowing across their shoulders and spinning. That makes zero sense in any action sequence ever known to the human race. Right.
You're about to get in a fight and your hair's all flowing and pretty, and I'm like, the first thing you're gonna do is yank someone's head back. Like, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Your hair's there.
Yeah, I mean, so that one annoys me. What else you got?
You go, because I have to think another one.
Yeah, I was just going off of the female thing, and right now I just got to itch my ear. Oh, there. The headphones got me hot on my right ear.
I watched so many of them. That's hard.
Characters. Dialect. Or dialogue. Sorry, dialect. Dialogue. Too much dialogue.
What?
Well,
give me an example.
You and I watch movies way differently. Watch shows way differently.
That's true.
Like, most of the shows... Here's a little example. Like, here's the way I see with Sarah and I. Sarah listens to movies and shows. I watch them. Yeah. Okay, I need to be focused on it because I like development in movement and angles and what... I mean, I have a thing for watching how directors are developing a character without dialogue. Because to me, it's not a podcast. This is a podcast. You can't see me flailing my arms right now because I actually am. Right. But in a podcast, it is definitely, it's all dialogue driven. But in TV shows and those types and movies, it doesn't matter if it's animated or not. The angles of the anime or the angles of the cameras and the movement of the actors and the characters that are developed are super important. So, I feel so many times that what the character's trying to say is being said through movement, yet they tell you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it can be as blatant as, I'm going to go stand over there.
Right, instead of just going stand over there.
Like, if it's not part of, like... Why, if me going to stand over there is not important to the dialogue, why don't you just go stand over there? Yeah. And that's the simplest of it. But, like, sometimes it can be done in a look. Yeah. But sometimes it's just too much. And there's a couple of movies, a couple of shows that we watch that are just too much dialogue for me. And what I found is this one that I started watching. It's called The Old Man, that series. The dialogue's almost too much. It's right to the edge of that it stops. The dialogue stops. Or in between, it tells with some movement, some camera angles, and I really feel like they do a decent job of that in American cinema in that show.
It's pretty good. I can't think of anything else that annoys me because, I hardly ever watch movies. I only listen to them.
So dialogue's important to you. So that's something you would not agree with on me. You're like, I wish they would talk about everything they're doing. I'm sitting in a chair.
Not that far. I do look down at the thing every once in a while. Man, I can't think of anything, though, that annoys me in the movies. Yeah, no, that's hard.
Really?
Yeah. You have more?
Yeah, totally.
What?
Outfits don't match.
Wait, don't match what? Like the era they're in?
Not just the era, but what they're doing. They have to look fancy when they're supposed to be, like, running or something.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I agree with that.
I was like, but then again, some of them are supposed to be that way. Like, let's say Men in Black. Right. Like, that's the whole idea. Right. You know, but that's a whole different discussion.
I mean, I can't go characters, but I can say that I watch a lot of, like, your non-U.S. movies. Yeah. And I do appreciate I can say this. In U.S. movies, I don't like how I always know who's gonna die. Like, I feel like you watch some UK shows and movies, and you're like, dude, that's like the main character. They just kill a person off, and it makes it more interesting. I know it's not a character trait.
I didn't say characters. I said something that characters do in movies.
To live.
Annoy you the most. So, certain characters, these type of characters live.
That's true.
Everybody lives or everybody dies.
Right.
Or I think it's annoying also. I was like, what, characters, when they don't match they're supposed to be rugged and tough, and they're like a very handsome, ripped human being. I was like, okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I'm also tired of everybody looking so pretty all the time. It's like...
Same.
Can we have... Again, it's that whole, like, UK TV... I feel like they do such a good job at making, like, a normal-looking person in the show. Versus I'm sorry, not every firefighter looks like friggin'...
No, they
I don't know who. But you know what I mean? It's just like, can we make it look a little more... I mean, it's so unrealistic anyways. Can we make it a little more realistic by putting, like, normal-looking people in there every once in a while?
But I think where we go on that one, we can discuss that one for a while, because the people want it to be a soap opera. Like, that's their target audience.
But you can make it a soap opera without making everybody look like they're model.
I just feel like that's their target audience. Like the whole Chicago series and all of them. It's that their target audience is people who want to look at pretty people.
I guess that's true.
I mean, look at Love Island.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, because it's not our thing.
No.
It's a bunch of sexy people walking around on a beach and wondering if they're in love with each other.
No, they're not.
No. They're not. It's pretty simple. But yeah, I look at it that way. It's like, that's annoying to me. Yeah, when they don't fit. And I would just talk characters in movies. Or characters that don't. It's the dialogue for me. It's always going to be dialogue. They just talk too much. Kind of like I'm talking too much right now.
No. Well, we can end our bonus round.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. I think we're going to do this every once in a while, everybody out there. So we're going to do random questions. What we're trying to do is let you into our opinions and the thoughts that we have about kind of random questions. So if you want different random questions or you want different topics, please send us a message on all of our social media. That's very, very important. Sarah and Scooter at gmail.com is our email.
Yes.
You can go to our, what else? Instagram.
Yeah. Facebook.
Instagram is at Sarah and Scooter.
Yeah.
Facebook, it's just us. So, but it's usually linked through our Sarah and Scooter Instagram. Or you can do the link tree. If you go to Linktree at Sarah and Scooter.
We still have to finish our shoutouts.
No, we'll get there. When it comes...
I didn't know if we were just ending it.
No.
Okay, I didn't know.
I know what's up. Man.
He's giving me the Gus look.
I did give it. It's like...
Sorry, Gert and Buster.
Whatever. No, what I was trying to say was, like, with these subjects is we could use more. And if you have questions, let us know, because we'll discuss them on air if you'd like.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
We're not very shy people.
No. We had somebody that came into our house today that we asked to come clean our bathrooms.
Yes.
Because, like...
We don't ask her,
we pay her.
Yes.
But I don't want to say our cleaning lady, because she's not. She's just somebody that cleans.
But she's our cleaning person.
Yeah, she helps us keep up with our bathrooms. And today she helped out with the kitchen. Where's I going with this?
I have no idea. Topics to discuss.
Oh, see?
I didn't know where you were going, so I was confused. I couldn't help.
I know, maybe I'll come back to it. I really don't know.
That's okay.
What were we talking about? Topics and connecting and just topics.
Look, if you have an idea on topics, you can send us a message. And they're like, even our person who comes in and cleans. And then that was it.
I have no idea where I was going with that. So help us. Help me. I need help.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I felt like I had a good segue.
I don't know.
And I blew it.
And it's gone.
Oh, I don't know if it was ever there.
Okay.
Goodness.
That was rough.
That was rough.
Yeah.
I'm not editing this out. You get to know how scatterbrained I am,
See?
too.
It's just who we are.
Yeah.
Shout out! Woo! All right, what's your shout out for the week? Or you want me to go first?
Oh, please go first, because I don't have anything written down.
So, this past Sunday, this may or may not be the last time you hear about this, but we had my mom's celebration of life this past Sunday. So I want to thank everyone who showed up, everyone who came to support, who stood up and talked about how wonderful she was and what she meant to them. My best friends for showing up, for hugging me, for helping serve food, for helping clean up. So I I passed out on Sunday. When I say I passed out, I had been up since 9, going, only had a protein shake, drank, and then by 6 p.m. my body gave out. And
She forgot to drink water.
I didn't have water. I didn't
forgot
eat.
to eat.
Yeah, and so, and I had, in my lifetime, on more occasions than one, I've definitely had more alcohol than I had. So it wasn't like I went crazy on alcohol.
She didn't go hard. No,
I
not at all.
just didn't do anything I normally do, and my body decided that was too much. So I did pass out. I did hit my head on the concrete. So right now I look like Vision because my whole forehead is messed up. So I just want to say thank you to Scooter and Valerie and my Uncle Paul and my cousin Scott and everyone, my brothers and sisters and kids and everyone who was just there who I freaked out, number one, and two, who just was there for us, for me, for my family, for everyone who was there this past Sunday to just be there. So I appreciate them very much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, because I can piggyback off of that easy. Joan Orlando. So it's kind of like there's phrases out there. It's like you don't know who your true people are until things go bad.
Yeah.
Then you see who steps up and stands right beside you and makes sure stuff gets done. The two main people that were cleaning up and tearing down the whole party was John and myself.
Yeah.
There's no argument with that. Tearing down tables, putting chairs away, all those things. And when all of this went down, John was just checked in and was there.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do? And this is after we already got it done. I was like, just keep doing what you're doing. We're good. Valerie, you find out who your true homies are.
Right.
I also have the big shout out to your friends. By far. Like, we're talking by like a huge margin. Sarah's friends outnumbered anybody else's friends that showed up to this.
Yeah.
But I mean, comparatively in droves. We're talking, I'd say 5-6 to 1. Not even a joke. So when stuff hits the fan, whatever. When things go poorly, Sarah has friends. Like true friends.
Yes.
And we're not talking people that just showed up because they live next door. We're talking people who drove many hours.
Yeah.
In a direction just to be there. We're talking just to be there for like an hour.
Right.
We're talking from Hollister, from somebody drew up. I mean, this was a family friend too, but from LA, San Jose, just from everywhere.
Yeah.
So to see that, really, thank you. That's a huge shout out to Sarah's homies.
Yes.
Like she has true homies.
I do. I appreciate all of you.
It was a very, very rough day.
Yeah.
Good and bad and indifferent.
Right.
It was very long. We didn't get done till midnight.
Yeah.
Because we had to go get her boo-boo taken care of.
Yeah. That was rough.
You were sleeping.
I didn't say for me. I just said it was rough in general.
You were sleeping.
I know.
But yeah, so that was amazing. It was an amazing weekend in many different ways.
Yes.
Very eye-opening.
Yeah.
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 So with that, we will be back next week, as always.
Yes. We bid you adieu.
I don't know what that is. Okay, so adieu?
Adieu. Adieu.
Bless you.
All right, yes, Mia.
Gesundheit.
I say that a lot, too.
Yes, she does say that a lot. Like, most of the time when I'm speaking.
Yes.
When I try and make a joke, and that's what she says.
Yes.
And I can't even say it.
Ay, Dios mío.
So, okay, thanks, humans.
Yes.
Thanks, all the other animals. Aliens, droids.
Yeah. All you people's things and stuff.
Whatever you claim to be, we don't care. We love you anyways.
Yeah.
All right, we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hello, I am Patrick.
And I'm Andrew.
And I'm Christian.
And I'm Allie.
And we are Rad Theater, a podcast where a bunch of friends play role-playing games and share a single brain cell, and the GM doesn't always have it. Oh, and it's theater spelled the correct way, Theatre.